Most trade businesses make costly mistakes when hiring a marketing agency. This video is to help you not do the same. My name's Kirk Skinner from the Agency Alternative. We help trade business advertise. We do help other service-based businesses too. But look, if you find value in this content, please like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. And now let's get into it. So a good agency can help you get consistent leads, more work, stop those slow patches, be a real benefit to your business.
Yes!
But a bad agency, not only can they waste your money, but they actually can take hold of your assets. Now, this is something I see all the time, and this is point number one. Make sure you own all of your digital assets. That can be your Google business profile, Google Ads, Meta, domain. I've seen this recently. You need to own these assets. An agency should only assist you in then using those assets to market and get more business. I had people come to me all the time. We had a plumber last week who came and he didn't own any of his assets. We had to contact old agencies to get hold of those assets.
What?
So make sure you have admin access and make sure you can remove or add people at your will. All right, point number two is you need people who understand your business. Now look, I do have e-com clients. I've got broader service-based business clients, but we mostly work with trade clients because it's what we know. I also have experience in the steel industry. I've even helped out my brother's business as trade. I understand the industry, so that's why I chose to do that. Now, when you're speaking to a marketing agency, you are going to speak to people who mostly spend time behind their desk. That's a good thing. You know, we need to spend time behind our desks to do the advertising. However, make sure they know your industry. They know the terminology. They know who they're speaking to. They know where the person is that you're trying to find. Now, the third thing is the agency focused on just getting you leads or building your business? Sounds funny, right? Because getting you leads should just build your business. And it's sort of true, but there is a big difference. And the main difference is quality of leads. We can easily send out an ad that gets you lots of clicks saying, hey, we're having this great offer, you know, free work. It's going to get lots of leads. But you don't want free work, you don't want tire kickers, it needs to represent your business. So make sure whatever agency you're working with is using an offer that you're happy with and is getting leads in a way that's actually valuable to you. It's actually a waste of your time if you're going to take 100 phone calls to get no jobs or one job. It shouldn't be like that. So make sure you're getting quality leads. Step number 4, does your agency have a clear and fair pricing model? Now there's different pricing models. There's flat fee where you pay a fixed fee every month. There's performance-based, which could be a percentage of your jobs. This is rare and can be confusing. Or there's percentage of ad spend. So depending on how much you spend on ads, the agency also takes a percentage. This is mostly our model because we think it works and it's fair for people spending more and less. But it's not so much about what model people are using. It's much more about, is that pricing fair? I had someone come to me recently and say they were paying $3,500 a month for SEO.
Oh my God!
That for me is insane, especially when you don't get results for 6 months or so. We charge significantly less than that, and I'm not saying there's not great SEO specialists out there, but I just know in the industry that seems too much. So make sure you're paying a fair price and mostly that there's transparency. You know what you're paying for. Step number 5, do they have a proven track record and reviews? Reviews are super important for obvious reasons, especially video reviews, because you can see people they've actually worked with. Try and look for reviews of people who are in your industry because then you know that they've worked in that industry and had success. Number 6, tracking and reporting. Tracking is super important, and any agency that's not doing tracking is not worth their salt. Tracking is tracking the calls that come in or the form leads, because basically the systems, whether it be Google or Meta, they get better over time. And the reason they get better is those conversions have information on them. What was the age of the person? What gender are they? What are their interests? Where do they go online? These sorts of things help to find more people are the same. Because at the end of the day, the people working with you, similar people to that, are more likely to work with you. So if they're not tracking and they're not sending good reports on that tracking, then you need to choose another agency. At our agency, we track the phone calls because we find that's actually the best way to get more people. A lot of people track by click, where people click on a button on the website or click on the call button, but that doesn't always result in the call. And what if people pick up their phone to actually dial it in when they're looking at the computer? It doesn't track those conversions. So what we do is we create a phone number that then redirects to your business phone number so we get all those conversions. And at the end of the month, there's a report with all those phone calls you've had. Very clear, very transparent, and Google and Meta absolutely love this. Okay, number 7. So before I talked about experience and experience in your industry, this one is, do they have good experience with Google Ads, Meta Ads, SEO, whatever you're paying them for? They might have experience in your industry, but it's no good someone just coming off the tools and then advertising for you. There's an advantage, they're gonna know the terms to use, but then there's a disadvantage, they don't know the technical, the platform. You need a little bit of both. I think we've got a great balance here at the agency because I've worked in the steel industry and we have other people who've worked in industry, but then they've spent years behind the computer doing the technical side of it. Number 8, relationship and communication. Always better to work with people that you get along with and you don't mind getting on the phone with. That's something you're gonna have to decide as you speak to different agency owners. You might get along with one and not with another, and other people might be vice versa. Work with the people that you resonate with. I do believe that if you trust that feeling, plus you look at the testimonials and what they've done, that's the best way to go forward. Number 9, make sure you don't go with any secret sauce agencies. The fact is that what we do, yes, it's technical and there's marketing elements, but there's no secret sauce. I've been doing this for 8 years now, and it's a great marketing strategy, but we use Meta, Google Ads, SEO to get more work. And there's more than one person or one agency that know how to do it. So once again, this sort of goes back to point number 8. Work with someone you resonate with, but also then work with someone who has the technical efficiencies and the testimonials. So that's it. Look, a great marketing agency partners with you to grow your business. That's what you're looking for. We do offer those services, so check it out in the description if you're looking to work with us. But whatever you do, when you're looking for a marketing agency, go through the steps in this video and see if it checks all the boxes. Hope you have a great day. Like and subscribe if you find value. There will be more videos coming. Thank you very much.